Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let's start our today's discussion. Today we will be discussing about international political economy. We will discuss its following tenets: its history, concept, scope, importance of international political economy, and we will also name the theories of international political economy. Let's move on. First, we are going to start with the history of international political economy. So first, I'm going to read the points and then I will explain what that point means. Very old subject of intellectual inquiry, but a relatively young academic discipline. And this point is explained in the next point. It has been traced back to Greek philosophers such as Plato, Aristotle. A critical development in the intellectual inquiry of political economy was the prominence in the 16th to the 18th century of the mercantilist school, which called for a strong role for the state in the economic regulation. So this paragraph is saying that this field of intellectual inquiry is a very old subject, but as a proper academic discipline it gained some traction in the 16th to the 18th century by the mercantilist school, and as a proper academic discipline in the regular study it came into prominence in the early 1970s when the Arab oil embargo and other crises ended the post-war era of virtually unhindered economic growth in the United States and Europe. As we know, after the Second World War, the United States was growing at a very high pace and it was helping Europe as well to regain its structure and develop as well. So in the 1970s, early 1970s, in 1973, there was an oil embargo by the OPEC countries due to the Arab-Israel war, also known as the Yom Kippur War. So that disrupted the world economy very badly. And also the breakdown of Bretton Woods monetary system. Bretton Woods monetary system included World Bank system, IMF, all these systems included Bretton Woods system. So that was the history of international political economy. Now let's discuss the introduction of IPE. IPE is the mixture of international relations and political economy. IPE is an attempt to bridge gap between economics and political science. So for the concept of IPE, we have to understand international relations and political economy because it's an amalgamation of these two different subjects. So what is international relations? International relations is the way in which two or more nations interact with one and regard each other. What is political economy? Political economy is how a country or a public household is managed or governed taking into account both political and economic factors. So that's political economy, and international political economy is a mixture of these two concepts. Now let's discuss what's the scope of IPE. What's the range of topics that IPE discusses? The traditional IPE problematic includes analysis of the political economy of international trade, international finance, North-South relations, multinational corporations, and hegemony, along with the consequences of economic globalization. These are the topics that are being discussed frequently in the IPE. Analytic approaches to the international political economy tend to vary with the problem being examined. So what's the importance of IPE? Let's start. It's an integral part of international relations, important for much theoretical research and applied policy analysis. So it's a very important subject for the policy makers of any state. It provides the tools and the theories for understanding and developing policies. For example, the political actions of a nation state clearly affect international trade and monetary flows, which in turn affect the environment in which nation states make political choices and entrepreneurs make economic choices. It seems impossible to consider important questions for international politics or international economics without taking these mutual influences and effects into account. So this example is a very beautiful example for understanding IPE. IPE's concept. It is showing that how the actions, political actions, changes economic behavior of a nation state and as well as affect the international system as a whole. So this is a very beautiful example, and this shows the importance of IPE. So what are the theories related to international political economy? Theories of international political economy provide different ways of answering the questions. Theories are basically models of understanding the world, how the world works. They are the tools for our understanding how the world is working. Some theories of IPE are economic liberalism, economic nationalism, or also known as mercantilism, economic structuralism, which has its two variants, Marxism and dependency, and as well as the neo-Marxism, the new form of Marxism that is being developed. So these are some of the theories of international political economy. We will discuss those theories in the next video in detail. So that was all. Thank you very much.